What is going on, guys? What is going on? Hope you guys are doing awesome. In today's video, I'll be talking about the 5 key things that I was able to get away from reading Ray Kroc's book, Grinding It Out. Now, this book is it's very old, but it really doesn't matter because when it comes to success, the patterns will always remain the same. You have to learn the fundamentals. You really have to work your face off. And you got to stay consistent, right? This is something that will never go away. Anyways, when it comes to the 5 key things that I was able to get from the book and that I really found valuable and definitely worthwhile reading the book, it's really long, but it's so worth it. These are the 5 things, okay? We're going to start off with the first one, and that is to make sure that you have a business model that has been proven to work. Because when it comes to McDonald's, he was actually doing a couple of other things before he started building up the McDonald's brand. And if you read the book or you know anything about the history, he actually bought it from the McDonald's brothers, right? And they weren't really business savvy. They just wanted to keep it local and they didn't want to scale necessarily, but he saw the potential and he took it all the way, right? So that's definitely number 1, is to make sure that you just follow a business model that has been proven to work. He was there, I think it was in LA somewhere. I don't remember the place exactly, but he was in LA where the original McDonald's was set up, and he saw it for himself, like it was working. People were going crazy over the hamburgers. The lines were pretty long, and he was like, this works. I definitely got to tap into this. So that's definitely a key thing that I got away from the book. The second one is to make sure that you have the right type of people that are working for you. You have the right type of team. Because, if you read the entire book, you will start noticing that he didn't really do it all by himself. He definitely had a lot of people that pushed him and that was there for him in specific areas where he wasn't necessarily an expert in. Like, for instance, real estate, property, and all that stuff, and just managing contracts and having the right type of connections in the real estate industry. That really helped him in terms of like getting the right spots for the McDonald's franchise that they started building, right? And another thing is that he also had a team of like really dedicated people, like one of his assistants and his co-founder. They were like literally working in Christmases, like all these type of holidays, right? They were working on Christmas days, and they even like missed their kids' birthday parties, all just to build up the McDonald's empire. So you have to make sure that you have a team of people who have a specific skill set that you lack in and that are dedicated to making it work no matter what, okay? That's very important. That's the second thing. The third one is to really just make sure that you that you take care of your customers, okay? If you know any, and I don't know so much how it is these days because I haven't really eaten at McDonald's since I was like a kid. But when I was younger, they definitely took care of us. Like if it was something that we didn't like, let's say that I ordered a plain burger and they gave me a burger with like a cheese, and I would go up to the counter and complain. They would like give me, obviously a plain burger and maybe some extra French fries, just to compensate for, the mistake that they did, right? So that's definitely one thing that you will notice throughout the book is that they really care about their customers, okay? That's very key. That's the third thing. The fourth one, and this is something that isn't necessarily related to business, but in a way it kind of is if you think about it. And that is to make sure that you have your relationships outside of your business taken care of, okay? Now, when Ray was building up his McDonald's empire, his relationship at home with his current wife at the time, in the beginning periods, it wasn't really that great. He was, they weren't really communicating, and he doesn't necessarily say that it kind of like stressed him out at work, but I don't think it made him work at his best potential. So that's definitely something that's super important. If you want to be working, at a startup business and you have like a spouse, wife, a husband, whatever, kids at home, make sure that you set aside a certain amount of time every single week for them as well. Because if they feel neglected, then obviously their negative energy is going to rub off on you, and that will affect the way that you work on your business, okay? And the fifth one and the final one, and this is something that, most people, it's so obvious that you have to have this type of vision, but most people don't have it, and that's the long-term goal. When Ray was building up McDonald's, he wasn't necessarily thinking that, oh, I'm just gonna invest into this business and in like 3 years I'm gonna be a super millionaire and I'm gonna just chill and travel the world and do what I want to. No, he was really invested in this business for life. I remember like in the book, they had like they needed to buy the McDonald's brothers out of the contract, and therefore they needed to take a huge loan, right? And the loan that they were able to get was from like 3 other companies, like insurance companies or something like that. But they wanted a stake at McDonald's. Now, for most people, that would be a problem because they would be thinking, "Oh my God, I gotta give up, a part of my share to these lenders. I'm gonna be losing out on money." But he wasn't thinking like that. He was thinking, "Okay, if I just continue and work on this business and build it up even bigger than it is right now, 10 to 15 years down the line, we will have been paid off. We will have paid off all our debts, and we're going to be in profits. And, obviously the lenders, they're going to be happy, and we're going to be richer than we ever were before." And he was thinking like 10 to 15 years down the line. So that's definitely something that you have to have in place. If you're going for something that's like completely out of the ordinary, you want to start your own business, you want to reach for your goals, and you want to go for something that's just not like common in your round of circle right now, you have to have that long-term vision, okay? It's not going to happen overnight. You got to stay consistent. You got to work your face off, first of all, and you got to make sure that you surround yourself with the right type of people, okay? So with that being said, hope you guys were able to get something out of this. Be sure to hit like on the video if you liked it, and hit subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Peace.